run.
Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. After Thanksgiving Day, I didn't go off. Why? We didn't have Thanksgiving. People in our family are sick, so we're celebrating it Sunday. Chris went off.
Oh, I ate.
Anyway, today we'll do a little Q&A towards the end. I believe Mr. Collins Manna might join us if he can. But I was chatting. Chris, you've got to do your mirror.
Oh, my mirror. Okay.
Um, Hope you can all hear me okay because my headset's dying. Not because of charge, I just think it's wore out. So I can barely hear. Anyway, what we're going to go over is we look at our company, we look at some of the stuff that, or what we think Mr. Mafar is going to, but it's pretty bad. It's not easy. And I said, this can't be that unique when you're building something this big. So I looked up some of the big companies and what was their beginning days like, and how long did it take them to get to unicorn status. And I believe without a doubt, we would have been a unicorn company day one. So I mean, that first year, if we'd have kept going, we'd have easily made $1 billion, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, let me play a little clip. I put it together last minute, but I love giving you guys something new, something to look at so you can relate to where we're at and understand what Ash is doing. And you'll hear words like IPO. IPO means somebody started a company, they don't have the money, so they actually have to put it out, if it's worth anything, out on the market. And then what they do is they sell percentages of the company in what they call shares. Usually the guy that owns it keeps 51% and sells 49%. The problem with that is now you have to make somebody else happy. And Ash will never do that. He doesn't want to do that. So anyway, let me play this little clip. It'd be pretty neat to look at big companies today and how long it took them to get to the unicorn status and the struggles they went through. It's not unique to us. Many successful companies that are now well-known unicorn, valued at 1 billion or more, had challenging beginnings and took significant time to achieve their status. Here are such examples of companies. Airbnb, early struggles. Founders struggled to fund the company, resorting in selling custom cereal boxes Obama owes and Captain McCain to raise money. Investors initially rejected the idea, doubting its scalability. In other words, how you're going to grow it. Time to Unicorn, they founded in 2008, achieved unicorn status in 2011. Took 3 years. That's very fast, by the way. Tesla, early struggles, frequent production delays, financial challenges. Founder Elon Musk had to personally fund operations to avoid bankruptcy in 2008. Time to Unicorn, founded in 2003, Unicorn 2010, after its IPO. That's 7 years. Slack, early struggles. Started as a failed gaming company called Tiny Speck, which built a game called Glitch that was later shut down. Pivoted to developing team collaboration tool Slack that we know now. Time to Unicorn launched in 2013. Slack reached unicorn status in 2014. 1 year. That's unbelievable. Twitter, early struggles. Initially a side project at Audio, a podcasting platform that was failing after Apple launched iTunes Podcast. Faced significant downtime and user retention issues in the early years. Time to unicorn, founded in 2006. Twitter became a unicorn in 2009, 3 years. Zoom, we all know Zoom. Early struggles. Founder Eric Yuan struggled to convince investors and stakeholders that the crowded video conferencing market needed another product. Yuan worked without external funding in Zoom's early years. Time to unicorn. Founded in 2011, Zoom reached unicorn status in 2017, and as we know, it blew up in 2020 because of the pandemic. Netflix, early struggles. Started as a DVD rental, I remember that, with stiff competition from Blockbuster. Struggled to scale the business, initially offered to sell to Blockbuster, which declined. I wish Blockbuster could have got that offer today, or wish they'd have changed their mind, I bet. Time to unicorn, founded in 1997. Netflix pivoted to streaming in 2007, achieved unicorn status shortly after. So 97 to 2007, about 10 years. Shopify, early struggles. Originally a snowboarding equipment company, it pivoted to create an e-commerce platform after realizing the need for better tools. Faced slow initial adoption and funding challenges. Time to unicorn. Founded in 2006, Shopify became a unicorn in 2015. 9 years. Pinterest, early struggles. Co-founder Ben Silbermann initially struggled to find traction. User growth was slow and investors were skeptical. If you notice, a lot of investors here in the company we're in, it's Ash, which is a good thing because he didn't have to take anybody. He has the final say. Silberman personally emailed early users for feedback and growth. Time to unicorn, founded in 2010. Pinterest became a unicorn in 2013. MailChimp, early struggles. I've used MailChimp. Self-funded for many years and started as a side project. Founder faced slow growth, had to bootstrap operations without external funding. Time to unicorn, 2001, it was founded. MailChimp became a unicorn in 2021 after being acquired by Intuit. Hope I said that right, but that's 20 years. Instagram, early struggles, initially launched as a location-based app called Burn, B-U-R-B-N, which failed to attract users. Pivoted to focus solely on photo sharing and simplicity. Big word there, simplicity, right? Keep it simple. Time to unicorn, founded in 2010. Instagram achieved unicorn status in 2012, 2 years after being acquired, this helps, was acquired by Facebook. These examples show that achieving unicorn status often involves overcoming numerous challenges, including rejection, pivots, financial struggles. Success often comes from persistence, adaptability, and finding the right products for the market. Product market fit. Sorry. Thank you very much. I hope that gives you some info anyway. Thank you.
Bravo. Bravo, Marty DeGarmo.
Nice.
I remember that. Can you hear me? Marty's having trouble hearing today a little bit, guys. Can you hear me pretty good, Marty?
No, not very good.
No? Okay.
I'm going to leave for a minute. You do your stuff, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Okie dokie. Let me go here. Good morning, everyone. I love Marty DeGarmo. Before he goes, I love all of you. I'm going to touch on what he just said a little bit, but let's do the birthdays real quick. Well, these are tough names for me. Exwan Durong, happy birthday. Muhammad Ahmed, happy birthday. Tamina Hussein, happy birthday. Sylvia Wandy, I know Sylvia, happy birthday. Richard Smith, happy birthday. Karen Wycka and Tammy Caroline Fracassi, happy birthday to you. So prayers this morning. Melissa Ann, I know she was reaching out in our prayer group for some help. Send her some silent prayers. Melvin and Joyce Hicks, you know about what's going on with them. They still need prayers. Chloe, our beautiful Chloe, Julie Pierre's daughter, she needs prayers. Red and Jane's mothers, both going through stuff. They need prayers. Robin and family, you know. Silent prayers to everyone that's texted me this morning and yesterday. Ash Mafara, lots of prayers for them and their teams and their families. Marty, myself, keep those prayers going. I want to touch on a little bit what Marty was saying here. I remember going in. One of my favorite things was like Friday and Saturday, we would go to one of those DVD stores. And this one guy that I knew had 3 stores. And I walked in there and I noticed things were getting a little smaller. I go, what's going on? He goes, you didn't hear? And I said, no, what's going on? Well, all this is going to digital. All my shops are going to be shut down. And I'm like, really? God, I love this. He said, well, it's all going to be online. And it shut him down. I mean, they didn't. Blockbuster should have took full advantage of that, but they didn't. They blew it. I'm sorry. They did. And it put a lot of family-owned businesses out of business pretty fast, really fast, actually. One thing I will say about this is with this company, there's going to be a lot of businesses saying, I can't pass this up. They got targeted traffic. They have things that we need. We need to not only pick our business up, but make it more popular. And that's what I'm trying to say to y'all, that there's things that come and go in our lives in the last 50 years that maybe we should have jumped on. Maybe companies should have jumped on. And the struggle that most companies that you never hear about are anywhere from a year to 7 to 9 years. That's the truth. It took them that long to get it going. Now, what we've accomplished in a short a period of time, 6 years, say, we're way ahead of everyone, believe it or not. We had a one big major kabooey, and everyone knows what that is. And that's really what slowed us down. Other than that, we'd be flying high. But because of that, we got different stuff, some amazing new people that's doing it a lot faster, a lot quicker, and it's just going to take off. So, but when you look at other company struggles, we just never really heard about any of that stuff. And it's, and people need to hear that. Founders need to hear that. I get it all the time. I've been waiting 6 years, nothing. So did all those other companies. The problem is they weren't public with people from all over the world. They were themselves and a couple other people. And let me tell you something about shareholders. Most companies work their butts off for the shareholders and they forget about their customers. Usually shareholders are pretty successful or very rich people, and they get kind of demanding. And sometimes they even take over companies. That's one thing that Ash Mafara always said, no, there's never going to be shareholders because this is his baby. He doesn't want anyone powerful, we'll say, to come in and change what his mindset is, what his dreams are, what his vision is. So I really love, that was another big plus for me is when he said, we're not going to have shareholders, because I know all about shareholders. They actually ruined a lot of companies, believe it or not, because they got greedy and they took the vision away from the original person. And then what did they do? They bought them. They tried to take it over and it caused a mess. It caused the creator to start thinking, oh my God, how do I get out of this? Instead of creating. This is one thing that I love about Ash. Ash wants to keep his mind creative, constantly thinking of new things, not for himself, but for all of us. He said it over and over again. You have, if you have an extremely rich person as a shareholder and they say, yeah, I don't like the way you're going, I want to do it my way. Well, that's what happens. That's why Ash Mafara said, no, we're not going to do shareholders. We're going to run this, fly this, his vision, which we all love his vision. I love his vision because it's taken us, it just doesn't take us into success and wealth. It takes us to helping a lot of people in this world. I got quite a few this morning after the holiday. By the way, I had a great holiday. And I got a lot of people that didn't have such a great holiday. A gentleman asked me this morning, is Thanksgiving just in America or the founders? And I said, listen, soon Thanksgiving will be every day for everyone in the world, for all founders, because when this takes off. And again, When Ash decides to come out, or when his legal team says go for it, he's going to talk about what happened. I think he might even name names. He's going to set everyone straight why. And again, I'll repeat myself that when you hear what he has to say, and what really happened, I think you're going to like, oh my God, and he's still here. When you hear what he has to say, every question that you ask me will be answered. And that first one that he puts out, you will understand why things took a little long, why things went south or made a right turn. But he will come out and say, I'm very thankful that it happened. It brought him to a different door, a big door that he opened up, and it was like, wow, a whole new world. So I'm going to let everyone know Ash is in great spirits. He's excited. He had a wonderful holiday. A lot of people say, how's Ash doing? Ash is doing phenomenal. He's excited about what his company, our company, is creating. And there's anyone else out there that wants to talk about this more than Ash. But again, he's got to wait for legal to clear everything because it's a big thing. You can't just go out and blast people's names. You got to be careful how you do it because of liability. He's very smart like that, where other people don't know that. Liability is a very, very big thing for everyone. If you come out and say, I mean, I got a lot of people that say bad things about me and Marty. They're liable. They just don't know. Do I care what they say? No. But Ash Mafar is smart enough to say, I can't say nothing until it's done right, till legal clears it, and we're just going to fly high. So remember that all these companies struggled. Ash Mafara went through some struggles, but we're going to come on top just like the rest of the companies. And remember, some took 9 years to do. Some businesses were lost because they didn't jump on the opportunity. Every business in the world, in my opinion, is going to jump on passive opportunity because it's going to take them where they need to go. Targeted traffic, it's going to explode them. Trust me. Marty, can you hear me? You all set?
Yeah, it's good now. It's
All
good
right.
now.
You missed
Are
that.
you
You lovely guy, and
are you done all the stuff you
I'm
needed
done.
to
You
do?
go right ahead, brother.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say about the when I was telling you about an IPO, and I'm sure Chris covered it because now you have listen when you do an IPO, especially well, Ash wouldn't, and here's why: you can't take your dream and divide it up to other people thinking they're going to think about what you think about. For one thing, shareholders would go completely crazy if about Ash because he thinks from his heart. Just like everybody thought we were crazy. You see what I mean? And all they're caring about is making money. Now, the reason they do it, obviously, is I'll give you an example. Tesla went to the public IPO in 2010. It sold shares to the public at $17 each. It helped him raise $226 million over time. Its stock prices soared, making it one of the most valuable companies in the world. Obviously, we know the history, we know what happened, we know where we are. But the thing with that is, shareholders always have a say. And Ash did it all on his own. And I tell you what, thank God. We'll be really happy that he did. So I know, super sticker. Thank you. And somebody else gave me a super sticker too, and I missed it, but I was in the chat when it went by. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm not asking for stuff, but it will come to a good use. Trust me. Definitely. What was I going to say? Oh, we were talking, me and Chris talk about what we usually shoot pool and talk about what we can deliver to everybody because it's a very top priority for both of us. I mean this. All kidding aside, yeah, we joke and all that, but we want to deliver something that's worth it, right? That you want to hear about or something new or inspire or whatever we can do. And every day we got to work on that. It doesn't just come. Now a lot of times, thank God, it comes to my head like right before the camera comes on. But we try to give you value. That's what I'm trying to say. The same thing that Ash is going to do to the world and us. and it's fantastic. So, but I want to thank everybody again for being here. And everybody, thank you, whoever paid a super sticker. Trust me, you have no idea. I appreciate it. Um, as you all know, we're getting our new grandson Sunday. Is it Friday? Yeah, Sunday he's coming. Uh, it's gonna be a lot of work because of the situation he was in. So yeah, and he'll be here with me. Trust me, he'll be on the camera every once in a while. Why? Because he wants to be, and he's bullheaded little guy. But anyway, that'd be cool. Um, we were thinking today. Right now it's 10:23. Wow, that's not that late. I thought it was later. Q&A. But what I'd like to know from everyone, all of you, Judy Turner Miller. Every time I see her, she makes me smile. Hello, Judy. She's an amazing woman. If you leave a thing in the chat, what you'd like to know. If you have any questions, I mean, obviously, don't ask when are we going to go to the world. I think very soon. I mean, I can elaborate on that. Just say, can you talk about whatever? And I'll give you my best guesstimate, and me and Chris can talk about it. But if you have any questions, put QA and then ask the question so we know it's a question or something you might want us to go over on our live maybe in the next few days. I'll do it. I love it, and it makes me. I'm learning more about the company and AI because I research it every day. And if you do something every day, eventually, even if you're a coconut head, you start to obtain knowledge, right? Enough work, you go over and over and over and over. So anything you might have. Otherwise, I'm going to shout some people out. Rakesh Barman, welcome, welcome, welcome. Like I said, the one and only Judy Miller, amazing. Oh, Lily Jackson, thanks for the super sticker.
Thank you, Lily.
I don't know if I can handle it.
Guys, listen, I have a request. Okay.
No.
I have a request. I love super stickers like anyone else. Turn them all to Marty right now, if you can. I'm good, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. But everything helps.
There's a lot of people struggling though, Chris.
Right. I know, but I'm just saying, if they want to do it, turn it toward you, but we appreciate it.
Okay. Now, here's another one. Omkar Jadahiv. I don't know how to say it. I wish I did. I'm trying to learn how to say everybody's name. But anyway, welcome and thank you. My little sister from another Mr. Abad Diaz. How do you say your last name? Diaz? Diaz. Cholesterol, thank you. He does it all the time. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, Abba's here. She calls me her teddy bear. Chris does it perfect.
It's my teddy bear. I'm going to give you the Bengali language, and I'm going to help you out.
You know what, Chris? You make Abba sound German.
She's a beautiful
Chanel. Hello, Chanel. Pitmata's been around forever. Oh, guess who's here? Guess what kind of trouble's here tonight?
Lystra? Gemma?
No.
Uh-oh, here you go, another one. Pitmata.
Pitmata, thank you. Wow. How's my brother from another mother?
Hello, buddy. Hello, Chris.
Oh, that guy. Hi, Colin. Yes. How you doing, brother?
He follows me everywhere, guys. You know what? I made a mistake a long time ago, a couple of years ago. I challenged him to go different webinars because I know it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So guess what he did? He does it back to me.
He said about it 20 minutes ago, I don't have my makeup on or nothing. My hair is a mess. I got to give me a couple minutes.
Yeah. And you did a good job. You didn't come on here to get abused, did you, Colin? I don't think.
Yeah, I just said I should pop in when you said, Collins, can you come on? I said, all right, give me 10 minutes. I'll be back. And then I was just rushing.
You missed what we talked about. I brought up major companies today and what their journey was like in the beginning, and how many years it took them to get the unicorn status. Because everybody thinks this is unique what Ash is going for, and it's not. They all go through this. Here's the difference, though, Collins. You know this.
Yeah.
Even Elon Musk, when he was struggling, he was paying out of his pocket.
Yeah.
He went IPO. So he started selling shares to get money, right? To get money.
Yes.
But now you have shareholders you have to answer to, correct? So
correct. Yes.
And Ash will never do that.
Yeah.
Never.
Everything is a process. You know, there is a process, especially when it comes to major IT companies. It doesn't matter the size of the company. There is always a process to build a software. And sometimes internally you get it wrong. And most those who are not internal, they will never notice until the final product come out. We always say the final product, but we are not there when they start to build it. So you don't know the mechanics, you don't know how difficult it is, you don't know the complexity. You know, sometimes there are failures within. We can't say failures, but as they keep on trying to put everything together, you will never notice until it is out. You know, sometimes we look at, for instance, say iPhone, we're talking about iPhone 16 today. We don't know how many iPhone 16 was built before they get the final version of the 16 that is out now. They tried, failed, they dump it, tried, failed, dump it until they get the final version. That's how it is. So the thing is, they always think like Ash is different from others. No, technology is technology. Whether you go everywhere, there is a process to build it. You know, you go, especially things that are unique, it's always try and error. You make mistake, you build, you learn from your mistake, you continue until you get what you really want. You have the blueprint in your head, but the actual result is always difficult to achieve. It is not like the switch of a button or a light or switch. No, that's not how it is. You know, so it's always like process and process and process. You adjust things, you tweak it, and you move on until you get the final version. You say, wow, this is it. This is what I was looking for. And Mr. Ash is doing it. You know, he's not going anywhere. He's still there, still doing it. So the only thing we need is just that patience and knowing that we're in a good place.
And when you get a shareholder, or you have to answer to somebody,
correct,
you can't transfer your dream.
Yeah, you can't. So
they don't care.
They don't care. Yes. Most companies with shareholders, they are just there for the money. They want you to put it out as soon as possible so their money comes out. They don't care how good the product is. There's just nothing. They are just like, give me the money, and this is what we want to get. We want the return of our investment. You know, and sometimes there's a lot of pressure, even with those who are working for the company. They put a lot of pressure on them. You know what? Sometimes it's just like, so there is really pressure, high pressure environment, especially those companies that are made up of shareholders. You know, deadline is deadline. They don't care how the product is. Put it out so we get our money.
You know what? Before you guys came on, I was telling them that is you take Ash Mafar with all his brilliant ideas in his head, and if he's got shareholders, he's got to stop what he's doing to make them happy.
Correct.
He's stopping what he's doing to make the customer happy. That's
Correct.
why we don't have shareholders. But most of the time, the shareholders will screw up the creator because they got to stop and deal with their blah, blah, blah. I won't say the word.
Yes, it's really pressured. And that's what a lot of, especially if you are not in this environment, you don't know. Any company where there are shareholders is always high pressure. You know, people are being fired, you know, sacked because of too much pressure from the shareholders. They want their money as soon as possible. There is no time because they've invested a lot. We're talking about people who put hundreds of millions, you know, tens of thousands. We're talking about we founders. How much did we put? We are not shareholders, nothing, just peanut as compared to those who invest in a company. That's hundreds of millions. So if that money is not coming quick, thick and fast, they'll say they want to pull out their shares. You know, and sometimes when they pull out their shares, the company collapses. So so we are really in a good place, you know, because there is nothing like this in ONPASSIVE. That's why Ash is taking his time. He is all taking everything. Everything is upon him to make sure we get to where all of us will be happy and celebrating, which is really, really close. I believe it's really, really close.
I think it's very close myself, but
Yeah.
but we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Yes, we're just having that feelings, that, you look at the time where I started building this company, it is not easy. The rough time and the good time, things are just sometimes not every time things will go well. Because if you join in and you believe everything is a smooth ride, then you're just making a big mistake.
Here's one thing we know also. Sorry, Collins. One thing we know for sure, when he's away, he gets a lot done. Usually when he comes back, and I think he wants to come back with kaboom.
Yep.
Kaboom.
I really do. I think he wants to come back with kaboom.
Me, I was happy not to even see him, so he gets the job done, than to see him, because when he's with us, nothing is being done.
Absolutely.
Well, we tried last week, Collins. Hey, you want to come on our live and maybe say something? His words were, "Nope, I don't want to give anything away. I want everyone excited and surprised, even YouTube bing dongs."
Correct.
Yeah. He wants to blow everyone up and get everyone excited. But when we ask him, no, you guys are going to, I want you Christmas morning, brothers. I want you to feel like Christmas morning. So,
yeah, which is really good. I really love it that way. Really love it.
Me too.
Yeah.
No questions, Marty. I'm not getting any questions today, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Did everybody like about the time for to become a unicorn company? Because there's a lot of info about that kind of stuff and the struggles that people go through. I just want to let people know Ash is doing something nobody's ever done. If he didn't go through struggles, I wouldn't believe it, right? He's doing something nobody's done. There's no way the whole world's going, Ash, I'm so happy for you. I hope you're really successful. Trust me.
And Marty, one of the things which is really good, some other company, like the owner, with all the struggles and everything, would change their mindset and say, you know what, I'm tired of doing this. I want to do something different. I want to change it. I want to change my vision. Because they look at what they have put in, and if something is not coming out, before you know, the vision will change. But if we look at Mr. Ash Mofara, he stick to his vision and his mission, and that's why it is so painful to see things this way, because when people stick in their mission and vision, why they are creating it, it comes with pain. But within the pain, there is resilience, there is determination that I want to achieve this. I will not be fulfilled if I can't achieve my mission and vision, why I started in the first place. But most companies will divert and say, you know what, I've lost so much. Now is the time for me to get it. I don't care about my vision and vision again. I'll just follow the way the world goes and make so much out of it.
Right.
Stick to it.
That's exactly right. Money takes over a regular person, right? A person that's driven by that. I understand it. People that don't know. Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Sidetrack Marty, Collins. We're sidetracking him. You know what? Before you two guys, I wish you guys were on earlier because I hate repeating myself. You know that, but the struggles of every other company you just didn't know about because you weren't part of it. It was a few people. Ash has included every one of us, so we're going to see the struggles, and that to me makes it more fun. Like, because there's going to be a time when I'm going to say, "Oh my God, remember we went through that time? I thought, oh my God, it's going to end," and we know about it. You didn't know about Facebook struggles until the movie came out. You didn't know about apples and pears and peaches companies. You didn't know about it because it was one or two individuals.
No, they deliberately kept it a secret.
Yeah.
They're not going to brag about that. And the good thing and the bad thing, we were in the journey during the struggle.
Yeah.
And what happened was, my opinion, a lot of people in the journey had a customer mentality. And they didn't understand you're not here to evaluate. You're here to go with whatever's needed, right? Because when this launches to the world, everybody that comes in after that, they know nothing about the journey.
Yeah.
And I tell you though, I mean this. People that did the journey years to come, and they meet you. Wait a minute, you were there when you were building the company? Oh, wow. They'll think you were the luckiest person that ever lived.
Mm.
That's why we should feel that way.
Yeah.
We're fortunate to be part of this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Marty, there is one thing, like this is something that people need to know. They look at it and they have to read, understand how Apple started. Why the other person quit. One of the main person within sold his position for $800 and quit because he was fed up. He said, "No, it's not going to work. The way Steve Jobs was thinking, it's not going to work. We need to build little things and put it out. Little application, put it out while we go." Steve Jobs said, "No, we are going all the way to develop the first Apple phone," and that's why the man decided to quit. What happened now? The position he abandoned, sold it, is now 100 billion as we speak.
Yep.
So sometimes things happen. People decide to say, "Oh, this is not my dream." Quit. It's fine for people to quit, but don't make noise. Don't go. The man quit without even saying anything. Nobody even knows if there was someone like this until when the friend came out and said, "Do you know you sold your position? I bought it." And I said, "It's 100 billion. It is there." But when we look at our situation and we always said, "Oh, you know what? You have headache, you blame Ash. Oh, my leg ache. Oh, it's Ash's fault." Come on. It's just,
like I said, it's when people actually hear the real story about this company in the future, they're going to be blown away. Look where they're at now. Remember that. Look where they're at now with all the stuff they went through, and they never gave up. Ash Mafar never gave up. Most CEOs would say, "Screw it, I'm going to the next company."
correct.
They would. I've seen CEOs and from Ford's bounce from here to there. Oh, I move on. I made my 100 million. Move on. They're going down the tube, and then they hire CEOs to put them in bankruptcy and to shut them down.
Yeah.
They have hundreds of $millions to shut a company down. All right, this is why we have Ash Mafara. Ash Mafara makes the calls. He doesn't. No one's going to tell him, you're going to shut it down. Shareholders right now, if they were in a passive, we said, "Oh my God, well, no more, Ash." Ash says, "I don't got anyone to answer to but the founders, and I'm going to answer to them beautifully with what I'm doing, my creativity. No one's going to slow me down. I'm not going to stop, do or die. And when it happens, the story is going to be amazing." That's the honest to God truth. That ain't my opinion. That's fact.
Yeah. Now it will change a lot of stories. People will look back, look at their journey, and they'll cry and say, "Look, we came in when there was nothing, and we saw the company growing from strength to strength. And now we'll be telling our story." Sometimes the reward is your journey. The reward is not how much you make in a company. It is your journey. That journey is what you'll be telling, the world will know about it because you'll be telling your story. That I was part of the journey. I was part of something great. Sometimes I look at when you're walking on some of the high street, you look at the bridge, you can see the names of those who built the bridge. Their generation is proud of them, that my grandfather built that. My grandfather was one of the person who built that bridge and stuff like that. It is just that reward, that feeling that I was part of something. Sometimes our children will be proud of us that, "Oh, I don't know how they saw this vision until now we are in and we are enjoying the reward." So we are just there to make history, just to be part of something.
It's just like the Detroit Lions, because I'm from Michigan, of course. A few years ago, people, Lions are going to lose again. Listen, underdogs win. They win because they get tired of losing. They push themselves past the point and say, "Enough's enough. Let's get this going and win." True stack. You could go on Netflix right now. Trust me on this. And go watch an inspiring story of someone that was kicked so hard and they kept going. And they turned everything bad into a successful business or a successful life. That's why I love watching real, true life stories. Remember Rudy? Rudy, a little kid that wanted to play football and was the smallest kid in the team, and he had the biggest heart, and he took a beating. He worked his brains off for 4 years to play for 36 seconds. 36 seconds. But to him, he was my hero because he never gave up. Even though he was bruised, bloody, broken, he never gave up. And he was the official Anyone could do this if they set their mind to it. Ash Mafara says, anyone can do this. Anyone could do this. Listen to what I'm telling you. Follow my vision. Yep, we're an underdog, but guess what? We're coming back strong, and we haven't lost anything. If anything, we've gained more love and more compassion throughout the world because of what this company is going to do for them. So don't ever forget that. Get on Netflix. I'm telling you, watch inspirational stories because that's what this company is. It's going to inspire the whole world. I promise you that. All right, Marty, I'm done talking.
Yeah,
don't be Ronald Wayne. He's the guy that sold 10% of his shares in Apple that Collins was talking about. Ronald Wayne.
Look at the guy that bought 2 pizzas for his crypto. You know where he'd be at today?
10,000 Bitcoin.
He'd be a billionaire. A billionaire.
10,000 Bitcoin.
Don't
Marty,
be that guy.
You look at the story. You look at the story of Jack Ma. Before building Alibaba, he applied to work in McDonald's just like as a waitress or to put burgers and stuff. And he was rejected. Said it's not good enough. But he turned out to build one of the biggest IT company, Alibaba. So, sometimes people, the greatest time, the greatest weakness lies in giving up. When you give up your dreams, that's our greatest fear. Sometimes we feel like, throw the towel, I'm not doing it anymore. I've tried several times and it's not working. But what if we just try one more time, again and again? You'll be there. How many shots did Michael Jordan shoot? The shot, basketball, it's 100 shot. And the last shot make him a millionaire.
True story, man. And there's thousands of stories out there like that. People just did not give up.
I just found out the guy bought the pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin. It would be worth 981,390,000,000.
Told you.
Yeah.
Almost $1 trillion.
The most expensive pizza in the world. You know what he did it for? Because his kids were hungry. So he did what he had to do. And
he thought it would be nothing.
I believe that'll come back to him in a good way, believe it or not. I think
I had one of my colleagues when we were talking about this, my former colleague, he had 10 Bitcoin at that time when Bitcoin was just like, you can just play like toy. So there was no value in it. What happened? He sold it and he's still regretting. It's my good friend. We talk every time. He sold it for each for £5 because when it goes up, he said, no, I can't keep it because you never know, maybe it will be worthless. He sold it all each for £5, and that was it. He is still regretting. Every time they said what, he said, you know what, I don't really want to hear anything because the day we were just talking about something, businesses, and he said, you know what, my biggest regret, I don't want to say that you guys will laugh at me. He sold everything. I said, but don't blame yourself because you didn't know you got it for nothing. And now you were just having it and said, no, 5, I'll just take it, give me and take it. So that's how life is. But the only thing is you just need to keep it and try and try and try.
we got an amazing company, folks. Maybe you haven't seen it yet, but you will. And this company is going to make national headlines for what it's going to do for the world, and you're part of it. And people got to go through you. Remember that.
And when I did that video of, I always say, Ash is doing 98, if not 99% of everything. We only got 2%. If you fill your pocket, you take care of yourself, and then start as a big team, we start taking care of the problems in the world, it can happen. There's enough of it, we can make an impact that nobody's ever seen before. Really. And everybody thinks too small. You're in a company that has a lot of companies you go into, you get one product, it gets saturated, you're done. You make a maximum amount of money, everybody that wants it has it. How about a company that is always bringing in new products? And now you have many streams of income. And the limit of income is unlimited. Most companies put a limit. MLM, they have a limit. How do I know? Ash told me because he's done it. He's made more than some of the CEOs he was in. But he wanted to make it unlimited. So really, I mean, we're blessed. We're blessed beyond belief.
And the first thing I'm buying is a soundproof cage for that freaking bird you got.
Oh, it's driving me crazy. Thank God he doesn't talk as much because I saw one online. Be quiet, sit down, roll over. Oh,
Yeah.
I can say everything.
Some nasty.
Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Collins, you got anything to say to close this out?
Yeah, it's just Thanksgiving. I've not wished everyone in US Thanksgiving. So enjoy your Thanksgiving. I know it still continues. So enjoy your holiday.
Thank you.
Okay, and tonight at 9, Chris, or 8? I never know.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
You sure it's 9?
9 o'clock.
Okay, what's the title?
Hold on. It's the Minnow Let's Chat. Hold on.
Minnow hasn't attacked you yet, Collins?
Yes, no.
Oh yeah, Minnow already said it to me, so I will be there 9 o'clock, and I'm going to ingest Shushanta as well.
Her title is
good.
Taking Ownership of Our Journey. And I said, Minnow, you're killing me. What are we going to talk about? So actually, Minnow wrote up a really long thing, and she put some really good things about what you talk about. Collins, I'm going to forward that to you. She has shared it in other groups. So if you want to come on the panel, I'm not sure how many people can hold, but it gives you an idea what that title means. Minnow comes up with some of the most complicated titles in the world, but they always seem to work out. We love her for it. But she wrote a whole big thing of what it means. And I actually, I apologize. I love it. It's great. So I'll share it to you, Collins. You could share it to whoever wants to come on there.
All right. Great, Chris.
I'll be there. If Collins is going, I have to go. Chris, you're going, and I'll get a hold of Mike Ellis.
Yeah, because I think when I got home from Thanksgiving, and here's your answer, Collins. Thank God Thanksgiving's only one day, because I came home by 7 o'clock. I said, I got to go to bed. And I slept all the way till 4:30 the next morning. So I did break my carnivore a little bit, not bad, just a little bit. But I was so tired because I ate all this food that I loved that is killing me. And that's why I don't eat like that anymore, because I got home and I was like, I got to get my bed. I want to go to bed.
I watched the video. I watched the little recording you put out while you were with your in-law.
Oh, it's so much fun. The Chris Mills and Mary Mills.
You know what, Chris? Turkey has tryptophan in it.
Yeah, it tripped my fan. That's for sure.
It trips your fan, makes you tired. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I hope we inspired, uplifted. I want to tell you personally, I believe we're about to see really great things happening very soon. And I'm so happy I'm here. I'm happy you're here because we can celebrate with each other. And I want to tell everybody that sent me a super sticker, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll go to a good cause. We got a lot happening here right now.
Red is coming on at 11, guys.
And Red will be on in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. And Collins, thank you for coming on, buddy.
Yeah,
thank you.